Cold weather today by Dr. Langlois.
Hi again, everybody. This is Dr. Langlois from the Pet Pantry of Lancaster County, and I'm on location, and by that I mean freezing my ass off here on the balcony here at the Pet Pantry. And we are kind of headed towards some of the coldest temperatures of the year and potential record-setting lows, especially with the wind chills coming up over the next couple of days. So I wanted to take this brief moment, and I do mean brief as I'm starting to freeze in place, to talk about just some things that you can do to help keep your pets warm and safe during this incredible Arctic blast of the polar vortex that's coming. So the biggest thing, obviously, is if you can take them indoors, keep them indoors. There's no need for them to be outside in weather like this. Even the winter breeds like the St. Bernards, the Newfoundlands, Malamutes, Huskies, things like that really obviously do enjoy much cooler weather. They still can succumb to problems with some of these temperatures. So you definitely do not want to have them outside for extended periods where there's no outlet for them to get out of the wind or the cold. Obviously, you have to have some sort of a way for them to potentially get indoors. Another thing to remember is if you're taking your dogs out for walks, very short walks, 30 minutes max, with temperatures as low as they're projected to go, frostbite is a very real possibility, both on us, of course, so we want to protect ourselves, and our canine friends who still can develop frostbite on their toes, on their ears, on their face, areas like that. If you do have a short-coated dog, such as some of the terriers that are out there, or definitely like chihuahuas and smaller breeds, you definitely want to make sure they have some sort of jacket on or protection, or outside for very, very short periods of time, basically just to go out, do what they have to do, and then come back in. Most of them will not have a problem with that, as they will much prefer the warmth of the home as compared to being outside. So if you do happen to have a dog that is outside and you have to keep them out there, there's a couple things that you must do. And you have to provide them with adequate shelter that is insulated in some way, shape, or form, and make sure that that insulation, whatever it is, be it bedding, straw, something like that, is not wet. If it's wet, it actually serves no purpose and can actually make things colder. It also has to be strong enough to basically provide a windbreak, to prevent any kind of wind chill from coming in, because wind chill does definitely affect the dogs. If you're putting food and water out for them, water freezes very, very quickly at temperatures that are projected to go as low as they are. I know that because I think the blood in my lower extremities is frozen right now. And I just wanted to make people aware that you have to check the water very, very frequently. One little trick that you potentially can do is taking little tiny water bottles, filling them with salt and water, and then sealing them, and then putting those bottles in the water bowls themselves with water around it. That might actually help prevent some of that water from around from freezing. Otherwise, you do have to check it very frequently. With people with horses, obviously, you definitely do want to have some sort of structure there. If you can take them indoors in the barn during the coldest periods overnight, that's the best way to do it. Even if you have automatic waterers for your horses, you definitely want to check those, because those lines can very, very easily freeze, and it is something that we do worry about. I know that because the blood is freezing in my vessels as we speak. So I'm probably going to cut this very short right now, but please, the biggest tip I can give, take them indoors. Don't subject them to extremely cold temperatures. The one final thing I will say is anybody with feral cat colonies that you're taking care of, please make sure their structures, again, are accessible and that they are insulated in some way. So please, everybody stay warm, stay safe with your pets. We as vets do not want to see any of the problems associated with frostbite or hypothermia that we sometimes do see in situations like this. And, well, that is your teeth chattering pet health tip of the day. I think I'm frozen to the chair.
Be sure to check out some of these great websites for more information about cold weather tips for your pets. And of course, if you have any questions about protecting your pet from the cold weather, or if you have any concerns about your pet suffering complications from the cold weather, the best place to go, as always, is your local and trusted veterinarian.